But we begin with the president's message. Pam Surano has more on the people who came to hear it and those who came to oppose it. Pam.
President Donald Trump's visit here to downtown Pittsburgh brought thousands of people here, both for and against the natural gas drilling industry. President Trump was the keynote speaker at an industry conference, and after a day of traffic congestion, more than 12 Pittsburgh public schools closed and 14 people arrested. Those protests continued long after he left into the night.
Everybody plays a part.
Peaceful protests capped a busy day of events outside the David L. Lawrence Convention Center, where the president delivered the keynote speech to the annual Marcellus Shale Coalition's Insight Conference. After the city welcomed the fracking industry downtown today, 24 environmental activists remain tonight, warning against the dangers of horizontal drilling for natural gas.
Our air in Allegheny County is the 5th worst in the entire nation. And elderly people and people with immunosuppressant disorders are not able to go outside because it's literally deadly for them to breathe in our air.
If our communities don't have clean water and our children are growing up with poisonous water, then we start to have a problem.
Road closures began at midnight and continued throughout the day. Trump's motorcade also disrupted traffic near Pittsburgh's airport when Air Force One touched down around 3 this afternoon. Heavy equipment was in place around the convention center as a safety measure, and a heavy police presence patrolled downtown. A crowd of roughly 2,000 people greeted the president on the floor of the convention center with enthusiasm, cheering and clapping as he walked on stage. President Trump stood alongside industry leaders and union leaders. The president's speech lasted about an hour. He said we are in an energy renaissance and told the crowd oil and natural gas production in Pennsylvania isn't just about energy, it's about jobs.
American energy belongs to hardworking men and women like you who get up every day and make the country run. Today, I'm proud to declare that I've delivered on every single promise I made to this conference 3 years ago, and much, much more.
The president referencing his 2016 speech while a candidate at the same conference in Pittsburgh. He said he would then end the war on American energy. Pennsylvania now produces 20% of all of the U.S.'s natural gas. Only Texas produces more. This morning's protests before the presidential visit and speech took on a different feel. 14 people were arrested around 9:30 after they blocked off the ramp from the Fort Pitt Bridge, refusing to move after warnings. In the afternoon, a large group demonstrated in the heart of downtown. That group carried signs chanting, "You're not welcome here, Donald Trump," leading to Pittsburgh Public Safety shutting down Penn and 10th as hundreds filled the intersection. Now, those protesters were calling for the president's impeachment and also removal from office, saying they are concerned about a looming climate crisis. After those 14 arrests, none others were made by Pittsburgh police, and traffic here will be back to normal tomorrow. Reporting live downtown, Pam Surano, KDKA News.